All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the weekly safety meeting for August the 7th, 2020. It has been a very, very weird week, let me tell you. But let's get into the headlines and then we'll get into the rest of it. First off, we have Dunkin' Donuts employee Vincent J. Sessler, age 25, has recently been charged with reckless conduct, disorderly conduct, and battery to a police officer for allegedly spitting in the coffee of a state trooper. Now, as reckless and unorthodox as I may come off on this site, food is holy, and you can joke about it, you can laugh about it, but you don't actually fuck with the customer's food. This is one of the few things that I will outright fire somebody for without question if I catch them doing it. That being said, the problem is this kid's got 3 charges. Meanwhile, the guys that murdered Breonna Taylor still haven't been charged yet. Speaking of misplaced priorities, Donald Trump has decided that he is going to declare a national emergency against fucking TikTok. Yeah. Meanwhile, people are dying, economy's about to collapse, but TikTok's the fucking problem right now. Tragic news this week. Unfortunately, young man by the name of Desmond Ormond Joshua, age 22, was murdered in the parking lot of a Burger King last Saturday night in Orange County, Florida. He was an employee. There was apparently excessive wait time at the Burger King. This young lady got super upset. He refunded her money. There was an altercation in the parking lot. One thing led to another, and her boyfriend apparently came out and shot him. So, my condolences go out to this young man's family. Again, this kid was 22, working at a Burger King. This is why I don't talk shit about people that work in fast food. If you work in the food service industry, if you deal with customers, you deserve a living wage. This kid was 22 years old, and yeah, it's this irritates the shit out of me. So, anyways, let's talk about some good news. State of Michigan's liquor board has updated some outdated laws in regards to the liquor policies. So now you can get mixed drinks to go, things like that. It's nice to see a government agency, especially a liquor board, which are notoriously difficult to deal with anywhere, handling a pandemic like this proactively and helping businesses continue to earn revenue. So kudos to you guys. Maybe you can work on the water situation in Flint next. Who knows? That being said, like I was going into earlier, a lot of us are facing unemployment. It's very, very, very scary times. The other night, I was getting ready for bed and checked Facebook. And long story short, there was a friend, a fan of mine, that kind of put out a cry for help. And so I ended up spending several hours dealing with this individual as well as the police to try to get them the help that they need. And any of you guys that have been following this site for any amount of time, you know that I've never made any qualms. I've never tried to hide my mental illness. In fact, I flaunt my mental illness. That being said, I understand exactly where this individual was at, and it's a very, very, very scary place that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. So, if you go in there, you think you're about to get there, call out for help. It's no shame involved in it. I'm putting the 800 number up here for you guys. Call somebody. Hell, I'm unemployed right now. Fucking email me, man. Most of the time I've got a few minutes to listen and I'll sit and work with you. God knows I don't want to lose any of my fucking fans over some shit like this. And it's not a joking matter. You hear about people in our industry dropping like flies all the time. And right now, more than ever, we need to back each other up in this situation. So, things got worked out. I kind of pissed off the cops because I made it very clear to them that I was going to keep on calling them until I made sure that my friend was safe. I was not going to get to bed. I was not going to stop calling him. And it worked out. We got them the help that they needed, and yeah, so, it could have been a lot worse. And like I said, if you guys need help, by all means, reach out. People are willing to listen. We're all going through the shit. That being said, I will see you guys next week. Support me on Patreon if you got $1 a month, and cook like you fuck. I'll see you next week.